thought our team did a really good job of just staying poised and staying focused through some tough moments. That's what we've been preaching throughout the season. It's not about what happens during the game; it's how they handle it, and they handled it really well today. Again, that's the game of basketball. It's going to be a lot of runs, a lot of ups and downs, but those guys continued to fight till the clock hit 0, and that was the key in the game today.
Tyler, I got one for you.
Yeah.
So on the last possession there, we saw Jihad was getting his calf worked on a little bit. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he looked a little banged up going into that last play.
Yeah.
Was the design there for him to get the ball, or what was kind of, from players' perspective, what were you guys thinking when you came out for that last possession?
Yeah, I was thinking, let's get it to Jihad, and that's what he. That's what he does. Just get a bucket. That's what he does. That's what we wanted.
Coach, stats kind of played in your favor. A couple of them in particular. 42 points in the paint, 19 second chance points. Great battle on the inside, battle back in the basketball.
Start with this guy right here, Tyler Livingston. He did a great job, especially in the second half, of keeping 3-4 possessions alive. A couple of them he was able to tip in. A couple of them he was just able to keep the ball alive to give us some extra possessions. And that's something that we've been harping on the last few games and the last 10 days or so since we had the break in practice is, trying to get our guards to rebound a little bit. And those guys did that. And if we can continue to do that, I know we're a smaller team, but if we can come from the outside in and get a few more possessions, we scored the ball really well. So having a few extra possessions will really help us offensively because if we get those, we'll eventually score them. So.
Coach, you think that was the key heading towards the end of the game? There was kind of a moment where things were going back and forth, and it would kind of look like the first team that kind of got things going would end up having the upper hand. Do you think that those extra possessions helped out there?
Definitely. Anytime you can give yourself a few extra shots in any game, if we can get more possessions than the other team, that's great. If we could just give ourselves more possessions, that's great for us. And again, like I said, the way we shoot the ball and the way that we can score, and we can give ourselves 5, 6, 7 extra possessions a game, it'll be very helpful for us in getting wins. And again, Tyler did a great job. You saw what he was able to do with extra possessions, 5 of 8 from 3. Those things come from, his hustle and moving the ball and things like that. So I think that was definitely the key in the game.
Lou, how big was that layoff you guys had? After the Sacred Heart game, you had like those 12 days off. How big was that for you guys to rediscover who you are and things like that?
I think it was huge. With all the games that we had in back-to-back, I think we played, 10 games in 29 days or something like that. It wasn't a lot of time to focus on us. It seemed like every other day we were watching another team and, trying to prepare these guys and scouting reports and things like that for the next opponent. And over the last 10, 11 days, we were just able to focus on us, our principles and our fundamentals. Guys were able to just focus on themselves individually and get better. And it showed in the last 2 games.
Tyler, basketball's a game of emotional roller coasters. It was up and down throughout the night as you guys were battling back into the basketball game. You hit a big shot at the very end with Jihad getting you guys ahead. You slow them down on defense coming back to midcourt, and then all of a sudden, waiting seconds, you see a ball go in. What's the feeling at courtside?
Last year at UNH, when I saw the ball go in, it felt the same way. You're almost lost in the moment. You don't know what the time is. I didn't know how much time was left. I just saw people celebrating. I was celebrating. I thought we had won, and then he's celebrating, and I'm thinking we lost. But, when you finally find out you win, it's the best feeling.
Did you think it was good, that last shot?
I had a feeling. I don't know. I did think it was good, but when I got back to the bench, everyone was telling me now, so I was happy.
Now, Coach, you guys actually have a quick turnaround, get another one in before the holiday. What are you looking towards for the next game? How do you prepare for that?
Again, a lot of the same stuff. We want to see these guys continue to build on what we've done over the last 2 weeks in practice and things like that, whether it's exerting themselves on defense, remaining positive and counting on each other, knowing that eventually it's going to break and go our way, or whether it's, like I said, we're staying in runs and knowing that eventually we'll get our run and playing through those things. That's what we want to see. If we do those things, we'll give ourselves the best chance to win. It doesn't always come out that way every night, but as long as we play the way that we want to play, more times than not, we'll be happy with that and able to live with the results.